Here's your latest video weather briefing. This is meteorologist Alex Tardy. This recording was made on October 4th, 2013. For this presentation, we'll talk about the current and continuing Santa Ana wind, and then the change to some showers for Southern California. Thanks for joining the video. Here's a quick look at the impact table. Please take a moment to see which weather parameters will impact your decisions over the next week. Of course, for Friday through the weekend, the hot, dry Santa Ana wind is the primary impact. And for later next week, increasing wind, an onshore flow wind across the mountain and passes, and a good chance for showers by Wednesday. Here's a look at the weather pattern across the region for this weekend. Upper level high pressure will be over California for this weekend, with the Santa Ana wind going underneath of it, offshore flow. Strong storm system exiting from the northern plains, moving towards the Great Lakes. Later next week, a rather strong Pacific storm system will be allowed to carve across the western part of the United States and move across California, possibly moving right over our region on Wednesday into Thursday. Here's a look at the forecast wind gusts that we will expect all the way through Saturday. These are peak wind gusts. These winds are in knots, so add several to get miles per hour, maybe 5 or 6. Peak wind in Orange County looks like it'll be areas east of Tustin and the Fremont Canyon and Irvine region. Then all the way up to Cajon Pass, Rialto, and those areas all the way down to Ontario. Over in the Banning Pass, look for strong winds just south of that area, bleeding into areas near Hemet. Also parts of the Coachella Valley. Most of these areas will see considerable blowing dust as well. Now further south for San Diego County, those winds will be increasing tonight and especially Saturday morning, and they'll become more widespread on Saturday. Look for wind gusts of 50 to 60 miles per hour. A lot of places with peak wind gusts exceeding 60 miles per hour in some of the western slopes. Wind all the way to I-15 where gusts could be 30-35 miles per hour, and there will be some locations where wind makes it all the way down to the I-5 corridor. Again, these are peak wind gusts for the next 24 to 36 hours. Here's a look at the temperature forecast for this weekend with the hot, dry Santa Ana. Look for temperatures, especially along the coastal areas, to become widespread in the 80s, just inland along the I-5 corridor and east, temperatures in the low to mid-90s. A few locations in Orange County even hotter. Also notice that inland areas as well as the deserts will warm over the weekend due to high pressure aloft. So the warmest day for most regions will be on Sunday. Here's a look at the precipitation forecast for our region and for the rest of the country. This is for the next 7 days. Of course, for Southwest California, this is going to be for next week, Wednesday into Thursday. You can see the scale here shows precipitation of 1/4 of an inch to close to an inch in the wetter locations. Santa Ana winds, this is what they look like on a map. These are the most prone areas where we see the northeast to east winds across our region as shown here. What's a Santa Ana wind look like at the surface? Well, this is a 10-year composite of Santa Ana wind events. Strong high pressure over the Intermountain West, blowing from high to low pressure across California, and then of course that interacts and enhances across our mountains. This is what it looks like at the jet stream level. Storm systems typically go over California and carve across to our east and then exit across the plains, just like we're seeing right now across California and all of the West. Here's some links you can use for monitoring the latest weather information, such as the hazards, watches, warnings, and advisories. Also the digital forecasts like that were used in this presentation. And you can monitor all the weather stations in the middle to see the peak wind gusts across our region.